Captain's Log, Stardate 2739.4. The Enterprise is continuing its mission to survey gaseous anomalies in the vicinity of binary stars. We are also ferrying a number of ambassadors to a Federation conference on Ivor Prime.
Captain, long-range sensors indicate a vessel located along our course. Readings indicate that it is adrift and that its power emanations are quite low.
It could have become disabled by some natural disaster.
That would be consistent with the facts.
Very well. We'll render aid to the vessel. Mr. Sulu, change course to 117 Mark IV. Warp factor 5.
Aye, Captain. Warp 5.
Approaching the ship, Captain.
Lieutenant Mress, hail the vessel.
Aye, sir. No response to our hails, Captain.
Spock, report.
Scans coming in now. The vessel appears to be an interplanetary cargo vessel of Naradan registry, 1 or 2 man crew. Its outer hull bears evidence of recent impact with a large stony object. The ship may have been struck by one of the many asteroids that are found in this sector.
What about the crew?
Sensors now indicate the presence of 2 unconscious humanoids. The vessel's life support system is functioning at a nominal level only.
Ambassador Trelling, to what do we owe this pleasure?
Your ship is very impressive. I was just having a look around, and I decided to see what was happening in the nerve center.
Well, welcome to the bridge. We've just come across a ship in distress, and we're about to render aid. Perhaps we should move closer. Mr. Sulu, come about to...
Captain?
Yes, Ambassador?
I sense that ship isn't really in distress. I can see the future events clearly. There aren't only 2 inhabitants aboard. You're going to beam aboard the 2 humanoids that your sensors detect. They'll be unconscious, and they'll be taken to sickbay, but they will revive suddenly when left alone. They have hidden in their clothing devices which, when combined, can neutralize your ship's shields and signal their ship. That ship's cargo isn't bulk magnesite ore, but is really a 30-man Japori mercenary boarding party, hidden by a life-form signal dampener of Keswick design. When the 2 you rescue signal, the mercenaries will immediately beam aboard decks 8 and 23 of your ship. You will detect this almost instantly and shut down access and power to those decks and flood those areas with anesthetizing gas. However, a dozen of them will have already left to adjoining decks. You arm your crew and there will be running firefights throughout the corridors. The gassed mercenaries will revive and join in the fight. In the melee, 9 of your crew will be killed, including Ensign Smith, the Starfleet Academy valedictorian, who just posted to the Enterprise last week, along with Ambassador Ladmar and his aide, and all but 6 of the raiders. They will then feign an escape attempt in one of your shuttlecraft, but it will explode when it is just clear of the ship. The explosion will be caused by an agent in their group, who was to ensure that no hijackers were left to be interrogated. An investigation would reveal that while they had stated that they wanted to take over your ship and use it as a pirate vessel, in actuality it was all a ploy to kill the 2 ambassadors from Orestes 4. They were in the pay of the Orestian Crown Prince because Ambassador Ladmar had been working to implement a constitution, restore democracy, and end hereditary rule. His reforms were all but assured of success in the next council session.
That's quite a tale.
My people are known for their precognitive talents, Captain.
She is correct. The inhabitants of Vix Pentari are one of the most remarkable precognitive species in the Federation. This is not widely known due to the Pentarans' reclusiveness. Their ability is, however, limited to foreseeing only 48 standard minutes into the future.
That's well and good, but can we verify any of her story?
Sensors confirm the presence of the Keswick lifeform dampener in the cargo holds, and the 2 aboard do have electronic devices of unknown purpose secreted about their clothing.
Well, that's different. Red alert. Lieutenant Mress, sound battle stations. Full power to the shields. Energize phaser banks.
Aye, sir.
All decks report battle stations ready, Captain.
All weapon systems show ready.
Very well. Mr. Sulu, lock phasers on the enemy ship.
Phasers locked on target.
Fire!
Enemy ship totally destroyed. No survivors. Sensors show only scattered debris and the remains of 32 bodies.
Lieutenant, stand down from red alert.
Aye, sir.
Ambassador, we owe you a debt of gratitude.
It was nothing, Captain. Our people believe in serving others whenever we can. I believe I'll take my leave of you now.
Good night. That was close. We should have a Pentarran on the bridge all the time.
It would prevent many dangerous situations.
Aye, but it'll also take the fun out of space exploration.
You're right. I'll admit, that Japori gambit sounded like a heck of an adventure. Except for the dead crewmen and ambassadors. Well, maybe they'll try again.
Illogical.